Hi and welcome to Celestial Orality. Wow, my mind went blank. So it's rainy day, and I thought I would just do another, just a babbling video. Like, I really don't have that this excitement in my life yet, but maybe one day. So, what have I been up to? About 4 days ago, I got this hair treatment done, and it cost me like about £100. It was to get keratin protein heat pressed into my hair or something, because I really should have asked more questions, but I didn't. So I just, I got the basics. I wasn't supposed to wash my hair for 72 hours after the treatment, and I'm not supposed to use shampoo or conditioner with sodium chloride, salt, basic table salt, or sulfates. So I really think that I did a great job there. So, kudos to Dina, who was my stylist. I got a little trim too, so no more split ends. So I'm very pleased. I don't do well in the cold. I'm pretty tiny. So I think I checked some of my previous recordings, and most of the people listening are in the US. So hi, and which is awesome. Normally I do live there in California, and I love home. That's my home, really. So just for medical reasons, I'm in England, and I went to university in England, so I'm okay here, but there's no place like home, right? No place like home. So that being said, hopefully I'll go home soon. It's too wet here. I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but it is raining. Of course, when isn't it raining? But yeah, I get cold so easily. I'm like 4'11", and how much is that? Like kilos to pounds. I'm like 85 pounds in weight ish, so a little bit smaller. I need more padding to stay warm, right? Okay, I really don't want more padding, so I think that today we should get really, really fat. And by that I mean, let's obsess about delicious things. It's my favorite thing to do, is to think about delicious things that I've had, and then I think about when I'm going to get them again. It's not that obsessive. I do think about it because it's one of those things where I'll go somewhere on a trip, and I'll eat something, I'll think, oh, I have to come back here, and then I'll go on a trip again, and most people forget about it. No, not I. I will remember. Depends if it's really good. I remember. So let's see. What are the foods that I'm really missing right now? I wouldn't say a craving, but definitely it's food that I feel a little bit homesick for. So, let's see. Some of these things I'll tell you where you can get them. Some things, no idea. You can use Google. Yelp works, but I think they're in the middle of a lawsuit because some of their reviews weren't paid for. So I don't know if they're very reliable, but definitely Google search or, call around. Sometimes, restaurants will do it. Anyways, I have total mind switching, so I think I might have a little bit of ADD, but it's not enough that I care to do anything about it. I think it makes me a little bit more entertaining. We'll find out, right? Okay, so I really miss Beard Papa. And for those of you who don't know Beard Papa, it's Monchito also, but it's these really good like cream puffs, but it's maybe the size of a baseball. Yeah. And it's like a flaky, nice crisp but still very soft pastry, and inside of it is filling. They have seasonal flavors. Yes, sometimes green tea, sometimes strawberry. I think I've even had a caramel one before, like a caramel cream. But if you want to be a Puritan, which is my style, you'll get the vanilla cream Beard Papa, and it is, the cream is unlike any other. When you eat it, there's no greasy residue in your mouth. It's very light, very fresh. The vanilla is very natural in there. You can see the little specks of black where is from the vanilla bean pod, and it's very refreshing. It does not feel heavy at all, and it's very delicious. I recommend it. You can find Beard Papas all over the world. I know that there's one in New York City. Definitely. I know that San Francisco, California, they have two. They're all over. Japan, definitely. That's where they come from. And there's I believe all over in different parts of Asia. Don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure it's in Singapore and so if you want a delicious treat, Beard Papas is the way to go. Okonomiyaki, I miss that. it's delicious. It's kind of like my number one homesick food, like when I want flavor and I miss it. I think of anywhere though, the food I miss the most is from being in California. So when I live in California, I live in Northern California. I have a sister, she lives in the south of California still, by like Orange County. Nothing personal, I just don't feel like I fit in there. I think I belong because I wear glasses. I'm a typical nerd, so I think I would fit in well in San Francisco. Yes, I think I would also fit in really well in Portland. I only say that because I remember seeing a bumper sticker that said "Keep Portland Weird," and I loved it. I'm a big fan of that. So sometimes if you hear like a whooshing sound in the background, it's not water heater to take a shower, it's a water heater to heat up my tea. I don't want to drink tea all the time, English style, milk and sugar. So you can hear the click on and off, so I'm really sorry, but I will not sacrifice my tea for it. I probably should, I'll turn it off one day and do a proper recording. So let's see, what do I miss? United States. Jarritos mandarina, which is a delicious like mandarin flavored soda. It's really good. Ceviche. I love ceviche. I like it. But I so badly want to try one with sea urchin. And I would love that. I really miss, this is very specific. I really miss vegetable pakora from India Palace in San Francisco. It's somewhere near Japantown, and that's how I found it. And I used to get it from delivery, and I used to order a bunch of it, but veggie pakora is like mixed with a little bit of mustard and stuff, and they coat it, but then they batter coat it and fry it. It's not that healthy for you, although it has vegetable in the title and it is vegetarian. I absolutely adore it, and it has really good flavor. It's well seasoned. I would say most of the time that they made it for me, it's not that greasy. They cook it at a high enough temperature that it doesn't absorb a lot of oil. And even the oil it does absorb, they put it in a paper bag, so it does really drain off, some of the excess. Let's see. I really miss beef carpaccio. It's so good. And I used to get it at this little restaurant in Los Altos, California. It's called Pompeii. And they do it in a way that they serve it, but it's the aioli that they put on top of it. They make it there. It's so good. Like I would kill for that right now. I wouldn't really kill, but I would probably I would give a lot to have some. I really miss it, so I'll probably be visiting there when I go back home. A little bit of a drive from the city. That's okay. It's worth it. The other thing that's really, really, really worth it, if you live in San Francisco or in Northern California, is to go to Saratoga, California, and it's right off the little main shopping area. It's a place called, I'm thinking about that name, Yola Tea. The owner there, she is such a sweetheart, you know, like, and the decor, these are really sleek sofa and chairs, and there's like a little, like, electric on the wall fireplace, but it's a heater, which is great in winter. So I love getting frozen Greek yogurt. It's the kind where you serve it yourself and you put your toppings. This is my plan. Frozen Greek yogurt, 1 layer, just not big, maybe like half-inch deep, and then some strawberries, fresh strawberries, and then another half-inch layer of the frozen yogurt, the Greek frozen yogurt, and then a couple more strawberries, and then drizzle all over the top, like crisscross pattern with honey. It's the best, and I obsess over this, and it's not that unhealthy in moderation. It's pretty delicious. It's got protein, you know, your strawberries, honey. It's pretty good. See what else. There's this place on Highway 17. It's near Santa Cruz. Okay, so when I was living there, it was called, I think, the Roadhouse or something like that. I think they changed the name to Summit Kitchen, and right now it might be called Summit Shack. Once again, don't quote me on it. I have not been home in a while, so I cannot vouch for the quality of the food or how great it tastes, but even to just like go in for like a beer or like a coffee or something, if you ask to sit out on the deck, it is the best view. It's gorgeous, so you can see across the top the Santa Cruz Mountains, and it's just so green and beautiful, and you have the air because you're right next to the ocean, so you have perfect clean sea air just right there from the Pacific, and all of the trees. It's like blasting yourself with wonderful saline air and oxygen. I'm totally emphatic about the place. Even if the food is subpar, I'd still go there and have a sandwich and coffee, I don't know, just to have the view. It's gorgeous, quite gorgeous. What else? Oh god, Eric's Deli. I've only had one sandwich there. I've been there, I feel like, thousands of times, probably because I used to get my lunch there every day for 3 years almost. Not every day, but pretty close. And Eric's Deli, I'm pretty sure, is like a sandwich chain on the West Coast or maybe just Northern California. I'm not sure. But the sandwich I used to get is called Pilgrim's Progress. It's really, really good. And the thing I love about that place is that they don't use lettuce on their sandwiches. They use like broccoli sprouts or something, and instead of mayonnaise they use Eric's secret goop, which is a little off-putting. I understand, but when you taste it you'll be like, I don't care what it's called, it's delicious. That's probably it for all my cravings. I mean, everything else I could probably do it myself. I'm pretty lazy. Let's see, what else is new? I met a guy, and I'll put it like this. A group of friends, including myself, we hang out, and somebody starts bringing this guy around, and everybody's like, oh god, he's here. And I'm like, why are you guys so weird about it? And they're like, well, he's a jerk. This guy is a jerk. Butthole, you know, like, they didn't say butthole, you know. And nobody liked him. Like, really, everybody told me he's the most obnoxious person. And so I meet him, and I wanted to like really find out. And he starts to talk to me about politics, which is like, we have the most opposing political ideas. He's extremely totalitarian, whereas I feel like I could do without paying taxes or government. I would prefer to live in a world where people just help out. You shouldn't have to pay people. You shouldn't have to pay for your neighbors to help you. You shouldn't have to pay. I'm not the biggest on social programs, and I have my reason behind that. Some people know it, some people don't. You know, I spent a little bit of time myself being homeless, but I never had any help, no help at all. There was no social services, there was nothing, no TANF, no welfare, not even emergency assistance. I think if I had somebody giving me a check every week or every 2 weeks, just for being poor, I think it would have made me complacent. I think that I would have just taken the money and not tried so hard. But because I didn't have any help, it made me very, pushy. It made me really fight to get out of the position I was in. So, that being said, it's not true for everybody, but it was true for me. Well, so this person, I got into a really, really big argument with this person that I met over politics and social programs. And we were drinking very heavily. I should say I was drinking really heavily. I don't actually remember the level of his sobriety. That being said, I remember I started to threaten that I would cut off one of his appendages, specifically his male part, and he was like, said something like, oh, I'll just kick your teeth in. Like, we just started getting rowdy with each other, just shouting nonsense. A little while after that, I got really sick, and I left. I had to leave. And I came to the UK, here for a little while. And then I got out of the hospital and I get a phone call from him asking if I'm okay. And I didn't feel insulted, but part of me was thinking like, oh, why do you even care? You just want to argue with me. But it's when you meet somebody and you start to look at them with a newfound clarity. Then, how do I say that? With some people, there is this outer exterior that they show to everybody. And it wasn't him, it was like an act, a mask. He was very sweet, and I start to talk to him, and we talk about his cat, how much he loves his cat, and she's so sweet, and we get to do webcam. He shows me his cat, and I start every day to become more and more a part of his life. I can say that he definitely makes me happy, especially when I'm in a time or in a point where I don't feel so happy anymore. I think it's just sometimes bad things happen even when you're good, and it's okay. You just have to keep pushing through. Everything will be okay. It came to a point where I stopped planning for a future. But sometimes you meet someone that's everybody tells you is so bad, no good. Don't talk to them. But I guess the most important thing is to not take other people's opinions, to create your own opinions, think for yourself. Because of that, somebody who was labeled as bad turned out to be the best. So, that's how I feel about Ramon. Or like I like to call him, he's my Monchito. He's so sweet. So we actually discussed that I want to go see him and visit him when I'm better, and maybe we'll make a recording together. You know, sometimes when I can't sleep, he is such a sweetheart. But he will actually, we'll call each other up and he'll just talk to me until I fall asleep. So, he definitely helps me with my insomnia. Let's see. I got a little hand lotion. This was a present from my brother. He wanted to get me something cute. So this is Etude House. And this is Korean. My brother is half Korean, so he gets me a lot of Korean stuff. But this is really nice. It's the Missing You hand cream, number 2. The Fairy Penguin story. And it says on the box, it says it in Hangul, but I cannot read Korean characters, so I'll read the English translation. It says, our endangered animal friends are rapidly becoming extinct from the planet. I really want to see you. I miss you. Hi, I am Fairy Penguin. I live in Australia and New Zealand and Chile. Love to swim and dive for fish. This hand lotion is formulated with natural mixture of herbs, shea butter, and olive to moisturize, heal, and soothe hands. Apply cream to palm and rub hands together, massaging all areas, palms, wrists, and fingers. Also applicable to arms. So, Etude Corporation, South Korea. And it's a really cute little box. Has a picture of a penguin. Eagles. Other penguins. It says missing you on the top. And open it. It's wrapped in tissue paper. It's so cute. It's in the shape of a little penguin, and it's almost like, it looks like a Russian nesting doll almost, but it's not, and it has like a little, looks like a cotton bud on its tummy. Cute little penguin face. It's very adorable. You just screw up the top half of the body. It smells so good. Almost like a mix of the BB shampoo smell and like laundry soap. It smells like laundry soap and BB shampoo. I like it. So, I have a few things from Etude House, which is it's a nice brand. My other favorite brand is called Tony Moly, and they have really great products. My favorite is egg pour soap. It comes in a little egg carton, and you have a white egg for morning and a brown egg for night, and it works so well. My skin is so soft, my pores so tiny. But yeah, it really works. It's not that expensive. Maybe the whole set for hand lotion is maybe $11, and I think like the egg soap was like maybe $15. I could be wrong. My memory is not what it used to be. My brother teases me about this. I talk like I'm like 7 years old. My memory is not what it used to be. It's a bad habit, I'm sorry, but I'm only, 27. So let's see. I think the next recording I make will have a little more structure. Maybe I'll read something really enthralling. One of my favorite authors is Neil Gaiman, so maybe we'll read a little bit of Good Omens when we're together again. I will probably take a little nap. It's already getting close to my nap time, so I'll probably take a nap, maybe do it later this afternoon. Okay. Well, lots of love and sleep tight.